The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke. Glory to you. When the time for their purification, according to the law of Moses, the parents of Jesus brought him up to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord, as it is written in the law of the Lord. Every male that opens the womb shall be called holy to the Lord. And to offer a sacrifice according to what is said in the law of the Lord, a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons. Now, there was a man in Jerusalem whose name was Simeon, and this man was righteous and devout, looking for the consolation of Israel. And the Holy Spirit was upon him. And it had been revealed to him by the Holy Spirit that he would not see death before he had seen the Lord Christ. And inspired by the Spirit, he came into the temple. And when the parents brought in the child Jesus to do for him according to the custom of the law, he took him in his arms and blessed God and said, Now, Lord, now let your servant depart in peace, according to your word. For my eyes have seen your salvation, which you have prepared in the presence of all the peoples, a light for revelation to the Gentiles, and for glory to your people Israel. And his father and his mother marveled at what was said about him. And Simeon blessed them, and said to Mary his mother, Behold, this child is set for the fall and rising of many in Israel, and for a sign that he is spoken against, for a sign that is spoken against, and a sword will pierce through your whole soul. The thoughts of many hearts may be revealed. And there was a prophetess Anna, the daughter of Phanuel, the tribe of Asher. She was of great age, having lived with her husband 7 years from her virginity, and as a widow till she was 84. She did not depart from the temple, worshiping and fasting and prayer night and day. And coming up at that very hour, she gave thanks to God and spoke of him to all who were looking for the redemption of Jerusalem. And when they had performed everything according to the law of the Lord, they returned into Galilee to their own city of Nazareth. And the child grew and became strong, filled with wisdom, and the favor of God was upon him. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to God, Jesus Christ. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Mungu ni mwema na kila wakati, na hata sasa Mungu ni mwema. Kila mmoja wetu ni shahidi ya wema wa Mungu. We are happy on this day, the 27th of December. This is the last Sunday of the year 2020. And the church, in our wisdom, has given us this very, very special feast of the Holy Family. The Holy Family of Jesus as a husband, he insists. But submissiveness does not come on its own. There are other things that go with it. And therefore, you cannot be selective in what you want to learn from the Hope of Nazareth. You cannot only again say, like the second reading is telling us again, that the children have their own role and they are doing what they need to do. Children, obey your parents in everything. Again, as parents, you cannot tell your children to obey you when you are doing something that is against the law of God. That will not be obedience. You cannot curse your child because you are telling them to kill and they refuse to kill, and then you say they are not obedient. And therefore, it is important to understand what these virtues are. And from our first reading of the book of Sirach, is telling us how children are called all the time to honor their parents. Whoever honors his father atones for his sins. But today, many children are forgetting, and they are not honoring their parents. And therefore, they are not atoning for their sins. And when things go wrong, they start saying they are not loved, and it is them who are not doing what is right. Whoever honors his father will be gladdened by his own children. It is something that will be in the family line. Once I was told by my grandfather, when I asked why a particular neighbor had been beaten by his son, so his son really one evening beat his father, almost dead. And I asked my grandfather, how would a son do this? And my grandfather looked at me and told me, buddy, you see this man who has been beaten. A few years ago, he also beat his father. And his father had beat his father. Now you see what happened to him. And even this young man who has beaten his father, even him, he will be beaten by his son. So let this thing can go in the family, and I'm sure you have seen such kind of things. But as Christians, of course, we can be able to break this. Because some people say, my father was a drunkard, I have to be a drunkard. It is not that way. My father was lazy, I have to be lazy. As Christians, we have ways of breaking that chain. But only if we are very attentive to the virtues and the values that we can learn, especially from the family of Jesus and Mary and Joseph. And this morning, I want to present a few virtues and values that we can learn from this family. And the greatest of all, actually two that are greatest of all, that carry everything else is the carrying what I call communication. Communication in the family. Because communication in the family is what is going to bear fruit in all the other values and virtues I'm going to say. Mawasiliano ambayo ni mazuri pale katika familia. Communication. It is through communication that the family of Nazareth came to be. Even if the communication was not direct, the angel Gabriel communicated to Mary what Mary was supposed to do. And when Joseph was about to leave Mary, again, malaika akaja akazungumzia Yosefu, naye akasikia, na basi wakawa na ile familia takatifu ya Nazareti. So communication is key. And we can even see that at the home of Nazareth, because of how they were communicating, they were able later on, maybe when he worked and he could not get enough for the family, he must have communicated. Leo sikupata unga wa kutosha, takula unga kidogo. And Mary would understand and be shared with her. And therefore, communication is very, very, very important. And communication will be tied up, as I come to the end of the other values, with gifts. Because once you don't forgive, even if you communicate very eloquently, and you say, this is what happened, and even say the prayer that we say in the middle of Mass, through my fault, through my most grievous faults. And then your husband, your wife, your children, your parents cannot forgive, then communication is broken. Those two are very important. Communication and forgiveness. In the home of Nazareth, we learn love. It must have been love that made the home of Nazareth be a good home. In fact, we can say it is love in action. Love in action. Mary had her own ambitions of being a good mother. Joseph had his own ambitions of being a good father. But now they have been brought together to be the parents of Jesus Christ, Emmanuel, God with us, a child who is conceived by the Holy Spirit. If the two are not in love, it will be very difficult for them to be together. You know that even Joseph, when he heard that Mary was pregnant, because of the love that he had for her, she did not want Mary to be ashamed or even to be in trouble. So what did Joseph want to do? He wanted to leave her quiet. He would have said, this woman, this lady is not a good lady, she is already pregnant before we get married, and therefore she has committed adultery, and therefore her punishment is death. But because of the love that Joseph had for Mary, he wanted to leave her quiet. We see there, although it is silently communicated, that love in action is found in the home of Nazareth. Humility. That in the home of Nazareth, there is a lot of humility. Joseph had to go with Mary all the way to Bethlehem. Na alipokosa mahali pa kulala kule usiku, Joseph hakufa moyo. Alienda kutafuta mahali pengine. Hata kama sio mahali palikuwa na watu, wengi wakili were animals. And there slept and had a place to sleep with the wife. And that night, Jesus was born. Humility. Akajishusha kwamba hajali itafanyika nini, watasema nini, yeye na mkewe Maria wanaenda mahali ambapo mahali duni ili waweze kuwa pamoja. That humility, brothers and sisters, remains us in our families. That you say, mimi kama mimi ni bwana yako, siwezi kuvumilia hii, siwezi taka hii. Kama mimi ni bwana yako, ni mke wako, siwezi kuvumilia hii ama hii. Lazima uniweke kiwango kingine. Na sasa zingine haiwezekani, lakini wewe unataka kusema hivyo. Unaambia wazazi wako, unaambia watoto wako, mimi lazima mletee hii, mama mletee hii, basi ataweza nini? Kuvumiliana. Humility, very, very key. And when you are humble, then you know that many good things can come. Many good things can come. Number 3, unity. Umoja. Familia moja. Baba, mama, mtoto. Unity of purpose. Kwamba wewe kama mzazi unaangalia ni mambo gani yanafaa kwako na kwa watoto. Kama una mwenzako wa ndoa, mambo gani ambayo yanafaa katika uhusiano wenu. Na pale ambapo pana umoja, basi pale pana upendo. Selfishness will go out of the window when you are united. And it calls for a lot. The next one is hard work. Hatuwezi kusema kwamba tunaweza kuishi vizuri kama hatufanyi kazi kwa nguvu. Sasa tunasema kazi ipatikane, lakini ile ambayo inapatikana tunafanya. Ili uweze kutafutia watoto wako, familia yako riziki. Lazima watoto wakule, lazima watoto waishi, lazima watoto wasome, lazima familia ipate mahali pa kuishi. Iko lazima tufanye kazi kwa nguvu. Hard work is very, very, very important. And we know that Joseph alifanya kazi seremala kwa nguvu sana ili akaweza kukaa na familia yake vizuri pale katika ile nyumba ya Nazareti. Naye Maria alifanya kazi ya nyumba, akaweza kulea mtoto wake, akaweza kuwa mwanamke mwaminifu pale nyumbani kwa kufanya kazi ya kimama pale nyumbani. The next one is cooperation. It's very close to communication, cooperation, that we cooperate with one another and also with God's plan. Sometimes you want to do what you think is right, but you don't involve the other person. It should be right. You want to do something good, which is good, which is right, but don't involve the other person. Cooperation is very important. Joseph wanted to leave Mary quietly without letting Mary know. But Joseph is called to cooperate in the plan of God. Mary is called to participate in the plan of God. Pale umewekwa wewe, umewekwa pale katika hiyo nyumba yako, kama wewe ni peke yako ama na mwenzako wa ndoa, ili utimize mapenzi ya Mungu pale. Mpango wa Mungu lazima ufanyike pale. Na lazima utimize mpango wa Mungu. Remember the story of Hannah, who was praying day and night that she would get a son. But she got a son, Samuel, and she promised that that son was going to serve in the house of the Lord. Alipata huyo mtoto, alimpeleka katika nyumba ya Mungu, akampatia kwa mtumishi wa Bwana Eli. I say I'm going to offer my son for the service of God. Cooperating in the plan of God is very, very important. The other one is our relationships. Relationships. Tunaona vile Yosefu anao uhusiano na Mungu Baba na Roho Mtakatifu na pia na Maria. Yosefu ana uhusiano pia na watu wengine wa mbali ya Daudi in the lineage of David. And therefore that relationship helped Joseph to be a good father in that home. It helped Mary to be a good mother in that home. Uhusiano wako wewe na wengine ambao ni mbali kuliko familia yako. Wajomba, wazazi, binamu, cousins, grandparents, how are we related with them? Our colleagues, our neighbors, because all of them, they bring us how we are going to live the values in our family. You have heard of this story of a family that lived in a big house and had in the living room. There was a the living room had a big window where they could see outside to the neighbors' compound. And every day, when the lady of the house woke up and opened the curtains, she would start complaining, why can't zimeng'ara. What was the problem? Was the problem with the neighbor? The problem was who? Because there was not a good relationship with the neighbor, and therefore alikuwa tu anamjibizia. But the husband again maybe alisema nikimwambia tutapiga. Akafanya nini? Akasema let me do something that will change. And this is a kind of relationships. You have to do something that is sometimes in secret to help the other person. It doesn't have to be all the time talking. You can do something to assist the other people to see things from a different view. And that is very, very good in relationships. Katika familia ya Yosefu na Maria, we see that they are able to follow the traditions of the Jewish people. We have seen in the gospel today that Mary and Joseph are going to the temple to do what they had to do for the firstborn child. Kwanza alipofikisha siku 8, huyu kijana alitahiriwa kulingana na desturi ya Kiyahudi. Baada ya siku 40, 40 days, now the child is being offered in the temple as the tradition. And although this is the Son of God, Joseph and Mary take him to the temple. And when they are taking the temple, they are also doing a very important rite for Mary, purification. It was dedication of Jesus and the purification of Mary. This happened after 40 days of the birth of the child, the male child. This tells us that even us can follow our traditions, the church traditions of our families, so that we are able to belong. Lazima tuwe katika familia zetu na pia katika mazingira yetu. Wanapenda nadhani mwacha mila ni nini? Kwa hivyo mila zetu ambazo hazikatai ama haziendi kinyume na Ukristo wetu, shaki basi pia tuzingatie. Nikienda kufikia mwisho wa mambo yangu siku ya leo, na kusema jambo lingine ni sala, prayer, maombi. Haya mambo yote tukifanya bila kuwa na maombi ambayo katika roho zetu, basi hatuwezi kuwa katika kufanya mapenzi ya Mwenyezi Mungu. Kwa hiyo lazima tusali. Remember, in the liturgy of Ash Wednesday, we are reminded that if you want to pray, go into your inner house, lock, and pray. For the Lord who is in secret is going to do what? He's going to bless you. Yes, we pray. There are times when we pray in public. There are times when we are called also to pray in private. But my brothers and sisters, you cannot pray at the expense of hard work. You cannot pray at the expense of your relationships. You cannot pray at the expense of love in your family or love in your marriage. That you spend endless time away from your family and you are saying you are praying, but your family is suffering. There is no food. Children are taken care of. Your spouse is not taken care of. That cannot be prayer. Prayer has got to be in line with fulfilling the will of God in the family. There is a friend of mine who tells me to get irritated because the spouse has to wake up at 3 at night and pray. And this is good to pray. But when the spouse wakes up to pray, everybody has to wake up because it's prayer. But who wants to pray? Is one of us. Although they are not waking up to pray, the way this person prays disrupts the sleep of everybody. But then they say they are. Prayer cannot be a prayer that distracts the partner of the family. Prayer cannot be what distracts other people in their own way. Yes, you can pray, but prayer has to be from the heart. And prayer from the heart helps us to relate well in the family, outside the family, and even with having seen all this, on this day of the Holy Family of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. That is what we need to always cultivate: family time. And family time is not only time that is time between this hour and this hour, but quality time. It's difficult these days. We are going back to the schools in January. I know some of the children have woken up very early because when they go to school transport, they are picked up at 4:30 a.m. or at 5 a.m. What time do they wake up? If they are going to be picked at 5, very early. And sometimes they come back home after 6 or after 7. And when they are coming back, you as a parent are also not back because you have gone to work. Hard work is important. And therefore, at times, the family time, quality time will not be there. And therefore, family time is very important. So when people are there, family time, it is good that then we keep away anything that will distract us. And today there are many distractions in it, like the social media. You can have a family being together, they are around one table in one room, and they are together, but they are not together. Everybody is busy watching, communicating with everybody else, apart from the people in that. Is that quality time for the family? No. And sometimes, some people even communicate in the same family. Wanamshiana to SMS na tumemes, wakiwa tu kwa nyumba, na waongee. That is family time. I think should be when we talk, the warmness of my voice, the warmness of my closeness to you, what gives us the family time. Brothers and sisters, can we cultivate that family time in the coming year? Can we sometimes even forego? Kama hiyo chama, utaenda asubuhi saa 12, saa 3 usiku, then you deny your family that family time on a weekend. That is not something that is good. Some people, some men want to go every Sunday to watch football. They go there to couch, and they spend the whole day. And therefore, they never again denies family time. For us who are in the university, we may be having a lot of work, yes, in our offices, and therefore we sleep to the office. And therefore, the family time is denied. Sometimes generally we have a lot of work, but can we look for quality time that will be there? And this can really help if we have faith in God. Faith in God. And this calls for sacrifice. A little bit of time here and then sacrifice. Mary sacrificed a young life when she got married to Joseph. Joseph sacrificed his own ambitions and got married to Mary. Jesus sacrificed, read from Philippians chapter 2. Ingawa yeye alikuwa kama Mungu, hakuona uungu wake jambo la kushikilia. Alikubali kuwa mwanadamu kama sisi. He agreed to be a human being like us. He was called the incarnation. Therefore, sacrifice again is something that is very important. Tuwe na hayo mambo ya kujua kwamba if we sacrifice or if we will. Remember all these about things I'm saying: love, humility, unity, hard work, cooperation, relationships, traditions, prayer, family time, faith in God. Sacrifice. If there is no communication, kama hakuna mawasiliano mazuri, if there is no forgiveness, all these other qualities, values, are going to become family. And this is what I see in the Holy of Nazareth. Pale naalikwa kuona hayo mambo yote. And I'm sure if we only take, not all of them, you can even say I'm going to take love, I'm going to take cooperation, I'm going to take family time, I'm going to take sacrifice. Itanisaidia niweze kuwa mtu mzuri katika familia yetu. May the Holy Family of Nazareth help me at all times to be in your family, and your families be like the family of Mary, Joseph, and Jesus. In Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo.